Well, hello, hello. Cindy here, Bucket List Coach, Web Show Live, and we'll be right back. Well, hello, hello. Cindy Lee here, Bucket List Coach, Web Show Live, and here in Huntington Beach, California. And we're doing all these great things here locally, but more importantly, is paying it forward to those that we meet along the way. So there's what's called the dash. So we have the day that we're born and the day that we pass away, that in between time. And I love getting our vendors on here. No Jamaica Tours, National Bucket List Day or Bucket List Day is coming up April 24th. We're going to talk about that today and all about what No Jamaican Tours offers. And then we're going to talk about a GoFundMe page as well.
Yes,
Jamaica,
ma'am. What's
JB,
up?
I'm back in the
Hi.
house. How are you?
Thank you for having me again, Cindy. You're the GOAT. You always invite me and check in and help us to get out there. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Thank you for having me today. What's up?
Yes, yes. So I am going to pop off. I want you to talk about No Jamaican Tours. I'm going to go change my
Mhm.
hat. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
cool,
go
cool, cool. Well, hey, listen up. I don't know who's watching and who's not, but you know who I am. Javia, No Jamaica Tours, as you can see. Booyah, No Jamaica Tours, boom. Um, you know, I'm not even gonna stress too much about no Jamaica right now. I'm gonna stress about what Jamaica is going through in this little preview. And Jamaica has gone through a lot in the past week or two. With the destructive hit of this hurricane. Hurricane Melissa. Melissa is a wicked girl, man. I don't trust Melissa. I hate Melissa, but you know what I mean. I want to give a shout out and a thanks to all the people that has, come forward from our network and help in donating, to the GoFundMe, account that we've created to help a few people. We haven't done anything as yet. We're still gathering donations because we want to help as many as we can. We'll reiterate a little bit on this or emphasize a little bit on this or highlight you a little bit on what we're doing and how the donations will be handled. And of course we're going to highlight No Jamaica Tours again as a company doing tours and excursions and transfers in Jamaica. We've been around for a while. Some people know us, some don't. However, this video is a live video which will be saved and posted. So if you're watching this 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you know that No Jamaica Tours were around and will still be around, hopefully, with health and strength. Yeah. So at this present time, I'd love for everyone to share No Jamaica Tours, to share the brand, talk about the brand, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, and help us to stay afloat. I mean, tourism will still be in Jamaica even after this devastation. And, we want to have or ask you people to continuously, share the name, spread the brand, and help us to stay afloat and stay in business for sure. But, Jamaica Tours it is.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Cindy, you're rocking your hat. Respect. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. You're one of the ones that really, supported the brand and, there you're rocking your hat. It looks good. I like it.
Well, I actually been with you since almost day one. I think the year that you started your business is when we met. We met on a Facebook carnival group.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute. And you stuck around the journey. You've helped. It's a lot behind the scenes that a lot don't even know. But Cindy's a real great person, and thank you, Cindy. National Bucket List. She's the founder of Bucket List Day. She's great. You know what I mean. So whenever you see me and her, it's just one love. You know what I mean. Yeah, man. Every time.
Definitely. So let's talk about the GoFundMe real quick, and then we'll go into talking about Bucket List Day.
Well, yeah, I was highlighting the GoFund, while I was there talking. But the GoFundMe, I thought real hard in creating this because, I didn't want to get caught up in the everybody starting a GoFundMe, and a lot of people are using, this tragedy to to make somewhat of make money, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to get caught up in that mix. But a few of my clients and friends, who clients become family, so a few of my family, they're like, nah, you should do it because, we're here for you and you have a little network. See if you could use it to help some people. So I decided I'm going to do that. I did it. It's been 1 week now, 1 week yesterday. And we're raised almost 5,200 so far. A lot of people, come in. A lot of people that I was expecting to come on board still haven't been on board yet because, when I posted about what was happening, I had hundreds, thousands of people coming in. And when I posted that I'm going to help, like 100 or 200 came in and commented. But I'm still grateful for those people who came in and supported, and I'm still looking out for more people to come in and assist, because again, as we will be doing the right, what I mean, by the people and by the donors. We're not doing this to try and scam anyone. We're doing this to actually help people, because we've done this over and over and over. And thanks for the people who have trust in us and donated. That thanks to you all, and please continue sharing. Appreciate it. And don't trust everybody you see coming around with GoFundMe. A lot of people are not righteous. Yeah.
Yeah, and do your research definitely.
Do your research. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Five, ten
What
dollars, $20. Every little bit helps.
ever little, ever in Jamaica we say ever mickle make a muckle, or ever nickel. You know what I mean? Yeah, it means every little bit counts. To be honest, yeah, man. So whatever it is, what I mean, we're just gonna, the plan for us is, we're thinking, both me and my mom, we're thinking, do food supplies and stuff like that. But no, we're gonna, when we get everything together, we're gonna, divide the funds by a certain amount and disperse to different individuals and different families around, because nobody's getting cash, and everybody knows how it is to not have cash, and everybody knows how it is to actually need cash. So in times like these, people won't be working and stuff like that. Some, at least, to know they have something to hold on to in case they need to find a little corner shop and buy themselves a pound or 2 pounds of chicken, or something to cook, something that could hold them for a week or two in hand. I mean, is grateful, because a lot of people won't be giving people, doing cash donations, because everybody wants to hold cash for themselves. Whereas the donations, where the proceedings that we're collecting is to give these people cash in their hand. You know what I mean? So we're trying to, our slogan that I've created is, we're trying to help as many as we can. You know what I mean? So again, every little bit counts. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and let's do a shout out to your amazing friend who actually started that GoFundMe page.
You got her name, or Corey Bolin?
Correct. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Kari Bolin. Yeah, you came on board and you created that GoFundMe account in no time. You know what I mean? Donated yourself, and you know, great, great, great. I can't go continue shouting out everybody that's donated, but some of you people have donated generously, and it's gratefully appreciated. But yes, shout out to Kari Bolin. Much love every time, you know what I mean? Representing No Jamaica Tourists to the fullest. Yeah, man. Representing the people to the fullest, the people of Jamaica. So the people of Jamaica, if you ever see this, trust me, there are people out there that really loves and are very concerned about Jamaica, and they're connecting to you through us. You feel me? So respect and love, one love every time, no doubt.
And this is to Marva.
Marvin Shaw, the GOAT.
Yeah, Marva Shaw.
Yeah. Yes, in fact, she will be the one doing the donations and proceedings. So, you'll see her, because I'm currently not underground, but she's the foot underground right now, going under a lot of pressure right now, but she's a foot underground, and she knows how to hold out in pressure. Trust me in that. Yeah, she's real strong black woman. Yeah. Marva Shaw, big up yourself, respect every time. I know you will be watching this. If you're not watching this live right now, you'll be watching this sometime. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Bless her. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we actually have I have a business partner who has a family member who's been affected by that too. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so
Trust me.
all the prayers, and just go to the GoFundMe, and like I said, 5, 10, $20, just anything is going to help all these families who've been affected by it.
Yeah, man, anything. And don't hesitate if you want to donate, guys. We're legit. We're straightforward people. We're very much legit. You could check us out. We're registered by the tourist board. Of course, it's not a charity business, but we do our own charity that is not registered. So, if you want to support, feel free to support. If not, it's all good. Keep praying for us and, sharing and telling a friend, yeah, we're not doing this for our personal gain. Believe that. Yeah, man.
Oh, new website.
Yeah, you like it?
I love it. I really do.
Yeah, well, it's a new look. You know what I mean? We're still working on it. But it's a new look. And there we are. There's Marvin, myself, and some of our lovely clients. It's a family run business, guys. NoJamaica.com, No Jamaica Tours. And also, I want to emphasize on this. If you people want to help us personally, because we're not, what we're doing is helping others. If you want to help us personally, just continue to share in our brand, continue to share in our business, help us to stay in business, help us people to find us. That's how you help us directly. We're not asking for direct funds and donation from people. We don't want hands out. We just want people to promote our brand. You know what I mean? Help us to stay afloat, help our business to stay, because it's not just us. We have people that, we employ that's really looking out to us. And we're looking out to you, the people, to help us, to help them, to help families. Yeah. So, help us by sharing the brand, promoting the brand, all of that stuff. Greatness.
Let's talk about tours.
We have all the tours you could think about. We're based in Algerias, but we cover the island. We pick up people from anywhere in Jamaica. They're staying or cruising in. We pick up. We're itinerary planners. We're a local DMC, destination management company. So whatever it is you want, we could assist you. On our website, we're pretty much doing transportation, tours, airport transfers, etc. But anything you want to organize, we could help you to organize. You want to organize a bachelorette party. You want to do a private catamaran cruise, party boat. We do it all. You wanna do like local flights from Ocho Rios to Negril, or we arrange it all. It's not all on our website as yet. We're doing bigger things with our websites. We're creating a separate website. We're doing a lot of things. We'll be doing travel soon. We'll be literally selling resort packages and stuff like that. Again, look out for that. Thanks to Cindy again, Bucket List. We'll be joining forces. But yeah, all the tours you could think about, guys. From beach excursions to waterfalls to you want to go scuba diving, you could let us know. You want to go deep sea fishing, you let us know. We do it all.
You can book bucket list day every April 24th if you want, or any April 24th. But our big shebang event is going to be in 2028.
So what I'm planning right now for that is like a big river bash. A river bash meaning we're gonna have a little party in a river. We're gonna have authentic food being cooked on a river, music being played. So it's like a river festival, but I call it river bash, and that's gonna be for us, the national bucket list people, the national bucket list crew. So wherever we'll stay, we'll get transported, nice air conditioned van with entertainment to the river where there'll be food, rum punch, coconut water, all that stuff. You know what I mean? We hang out at the river and just waste away a day. You know what I mean? So river bash is something you want to look out for, and then we could curate other things like I'd mentioned. If we want to go a catamaran boat party, we want to visit Kingston, we want to see the real culture, check out a historical tour,
The
cultural
museum,
tour, the museum, you know what I mean? The art museum, the art gallery, stuff like that. We want to introduce people to Jamaica as much and as in depth as possible. So that's our aim. Our aim is to not just to make money like the average who are just trying to sell you, the jet boats and all of that stuff. Like we want to sell you Jamaica. We want to teach you, the visitors, we want to teach you about Jamaica. We want to help you to know Jamaica. That's why our company's name is Know Jamaica, because when we're done with you, you should literally see the hat. You should literally feel like, hey, I know Jamaica, courtesy of Know Jamaica Tours. So, you could always look out for great stuff coming from us. If you really want to get to know Jamaica, look out for this trip. This trip is going to be big. Cindy, we have a lot more planning to do. We're going to make this great. We're going to make it memorable. Yeah.
yeah, but we
That
could still curate. We could still curate for every year, but the big one is going to be in 28. But we could
28. Yeah.
start in January. We could have another podcast, and we'll talk about some stuff that we could curate for the 2026 bucket day.
Yeah, man, and so guys, look out for this. If you're watching this, look out for 2026. I'm gonna invite all of my real loyal people that loves Jamaica and love the movement. We could come together and do something and invite everybody, and we all could be together in one place and enjoying Jamaica in the real way. Cassandra and Twilly. Cassandra is also, one of our, top fans and donors and all of that stuff. Yeah. See, she
Yeah,
already likes that vibe.
love
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Cassandra, definitely. You definitely love that. I could see you, Cassandra, loving that. No joke.
And then we have another one here.
Candy Wall, big up Candy Wall. Candy Wall is also one of the generals of the movement. Candy Wall, she shares, she highlights No Jamaica Tours to the levels. You know what I mean? It's one love whenever I see these people come online and post and stuff. They're always sharing and stuff. These are genuine souls. You know what I mean? These are people who definitely needs to hang out in Jamaica with the real people and get to know and learn about Jamaica. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, all about the culture and
Yeah.
experiences and buying, having a fancy house and car and all that stuff doesn't matter. It's the experiences that we create with each other. Because at
Yes,
the end of
man.
the day, like I talked about the beginning of the show, is we got to live that dash. So
Yeah.
you got
That
the day that you're born, day you pass away. What are you doing in between that time? And most people aren't living that dash. They're actually existing in their life. They get up
yeah.
every morning, they go to work, they come home, and it's just the roller coaster of the hamster wheel. You
One
really need to
title,
go
the
out there.
hamster.
If you need to create a special bank account where you put in like so much money out of your check every week or every other week, but at least experience a vacation at least once or twice a year. It's super
Yeah.
important. And even if you live here, let's say United States, there's things that you could do locally for under $100, and then you could save for that big trip to Jamaica or Bali or somewhere else. But you
That's
want to
it.
go out there and experience and be with your community, meet the people on your Facebook that you're connecting with, and get off Facebook and start meeting places so you can create those experiences together, because at the
That's
end of
it.
the day we don't know if there's going to be another day. Tomorrow's
Not
not
today. It's not promised to no one, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, man. So, definitely bucket list is a thing that, we all should look for it. We're gonna create, I know Jamaica tours, bucket list day in Jamaica. And, when we're ready and it's all set, it'll be promoted and everybody could book. It could book everything through us, air, airport. It's a package that we're gonna put together. So, once you book that, you're good. Excursion included, airport transfers included, hotels included, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. So we have
That's
about
about
10 minutes left. Is there anything else you would like to cover on some of the upcoming excursions that you have over the next couple months?
Well, I've added a few new excursions. One is called bar club bar hop. You know what I mean? Bar and pub hop.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everywhere in the world, people like the Jamaica rum, or some people would like to have a taste of the Jamaica rum punch, to be honest. So
Mhm.
this new tour, it's not uploaded as yet, but we worked on it. It's gonna be the bar hop or bar and pub hop, yeah, and we're gonna hit maybe like 3-4 bars in the Ocherius area. However, it could be customized based on whatever area our guests or clients are staying. You know what I mean? So this is one thing that's coming up. I also have a historical or history tour
Mhm.
that will be added also. That's taking you to like a great house in Saint Anne, one of the great houses that is. I hope it's not damaged. I'm gonna check and see, but this one really takes you down memory lane from the time of the Arawak, Indians, the Spanish, and coming up to the Spanish. So the Arawak Indians or the Carib Indians, who are labeled now the Taino Indians. These were the first inhabitant. These are the first people to be inhabiting the island of Jamaica. And then the Spanish came in, and the Spanish really put a genocide on that race. And then the British came in. The Spanish and the British had a war, and so the era that this war really took place, and where the Spanish landed in Jamaica and set up their first city and stuff, we're gonna have a tour, around that area, highlighting that history, take you to places that has some artifacts and stuff like that. So, like I said again, No Jamaica Tours is about Jamaica. It's about teaching people about Jamaica. It's about helping people to learn about our people and our culture, where we're coming from, not just where we are right now, where we're coming from and where we are to be or where we want to be. You know what I mean? So, when you book with No Jamaica Tours, it's not just about what everybody's doing and what the hype is about. I'm never, even when I'm trying to market and publish my business, I don't get caught up in the hype of what everybody's about. Like the hype, when I say the hype, is like the ATVs and the limestone massage and the bamboo raft. I mean, people are doing it and they're making money, but I still keep that part of highlighting Jamaica, as solid as possible, which is really trying to introduce people to our culture, taking you to the corner shops, to stop at the corner shop and support the corner vendors and see how we live. Buy yourself a cup of soup like we would buy a cup of soup. Buy yourself a slice of pudding from the pudding man, or what I mean, stop. What I mean, we try to take you into the in-depth culture of Jamaica. So you should definitely book whatever tours we have, and we help you to customize itineraries to suit your interest. Because I know there are a lot of people.
Are you going to be doing the culinary walking tours? Is that going to be with the bar one, or is that going to be separate?
It's separate. The culinary walking tour is already one that is up. I think I might rename it, relabel it, but it's the Jamaica cultural foodie cultural immersion tour. So
Wow.
that's, yeah, it's the Jamaica foodie cultural immersion tour that's already listed. It's one of our number one booked tours to be to date. That one and the Jamaica and our Jamaica private day chauffeur tour. But that one is already there. It's one of the favorite. So we take you walking through the town, stopping at the local patty shop, taking you walking through the farmers market and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's already there. But we create other itineraries in different zones and different ways for different things. So yeah, it's all there. You know what I mean? We're about highlighting Jamaica, No Jamaica Tours.
Well, let's talk about a couple things for a call to action. So, just like we did last time, if you share
Mhm.
this podcast, and actually, if you go to No Jamaica Tours and Bucket List Coach Web Show on YouTube, and you comment on the video, because this video
Yeah.
is going to be on Javia's page a little bit later on today. So, you're going to comment, you're going to share, and we're going to send you something special as a thank you. And also, we're going to be working on doing a Facebook tagging contest too. So
Okay.
JB and I will be talking about that later on after the call, and then here over
Mm.
the next week, we'll start doing that Facebook tagging contest. So you're
Great.
supporting this
Good.
amazing business here in Jamaica.
Great. And I never thought about that, Cindy, as I mentioned that, and also keep my audience, active. Have my audience, doing something to have somewhat of an enjoyment. That was my favorite part of our tour with you in January, seeing all the local areas, the farmers market. There you go, Candy Wall. So here we have someone that could attest
Yeah.
to, to what we do. And if everybody were to come on and comment like Candy Wall does or did, what I mean, you would really see. So, that's another thing, people. If you're watching or if you ever see this, feel free to add your comments and your 2 cents, because that helps also with the algorithm, and that helps others to have trust and believe in what we do. Here we got Nora Campbell or Campbell coming on and saying KJT and Jay Charles showing the people I love Jamaica because of them, and we love you for giving us the opportunity, Nora. You know what I mean? It really means a lot to us when we get the opportunity to showcase our country, because that's what we really are all about, showcasing Jamaica. That's how Know Jamaica Tours come along. Again, we want to help you to know Jamaica. But again, Cindy, what you're saying, that Facebook tagging thing, again, it gives my audience, something to keep them, entertained and active and doing, you know what I mean? And I want to come up with a lot of things to get my people, interacting with the brand and sharing the brand and stuff like that, gifts and all of that stuff. Like I think we've gifted some people already, hats, I think, and fridge
Lucky
magnets and
bags, yeah.
you know what I mean, stuff like that. So yeah, that's a whole vibe.
And take the time to go to Google, go to Yelp, and Facebook and look up No Jamaica Tours and do a review and get your friends that you know that have taken the tour to do the same things. The more reviews we have on this amazing vendor, the better. Let's get the
Yeah.
word out.
And even during the Cassandra and Twilly, Dwayne and Mike were amazing. They really made me feel great. See, so
Yes,
again,
Sandra.
No Jamaica Tour is a team. It is not just me. If you don't get me, you're still gonna have a great vibe. If you don't get Marva, you're still gonna have a great vibe. It's one energy. So people are always like, I've had people that they booked, and because they can't get me as a guy, they canceled. Like, that's crazy. If you're
Oh,
supporting Jamaica Tours, you're supporting a brand. If you don't get me, you're getting a great service either way. Miss Marva is the most beautiful
oh,
and sweet
she
woman.
definitely is.
No joke, Cassandra. Respect and love every time,
She's
isn't it?
all our second mom. That's what I got to say.
Yo, Marva, I wish everybody that travels to Jamaica gets to meet Marva. You know what I mean? She's a different type of vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah. And get to know her while she's around, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Anything
Like
else
it's
you'd like to cover today? We have a few more minutes.
Well, I just want to say again, thanks to everybody that has come on board and support the donation movement. Thanks to everybody that's really, a fan of No Jamaica Tours. Thanks to everyone that's believe in us, believing in us or believed in us, to trust in us to send your funds, what I mean, no matter how small, no matter how large it is. What I mean, I've had one person donated $500. That's the largest donation yet. And, that person trusts us to donate their $500, knowing that we're going to do the right thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to everybody that's taking the time out to watch this feed to support No Jamaica Tours National Bucket List Day. It's a support. Just watching is a support. Sharing is a support. You know what I mean? It goes a far way, right? So I just want to give a grand thank you to everyone. Yeah, and show my appreciation. Gratitude is a must. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Especially it's National Gratitude Month. How about that? So let's show gratitude in your Jamaica tours for sure.
Oh yeah, someone nice. Yes, me. I love it, and I thank you again, Cindy, for
Thank
always
you.
having me and giving me enlightenments and stuff like that. Appreciate you to the fullest. Yeah,
And everyone stay tuned. We're going to be doing the Facebook and Instagram tagging contest here, like I said earlier, within the next week or so. So
yeah.
definitely stay tuned and support and tell everybody you know about No Jamaica Tours.
That is it. You know what I mean? It goes a far way. Sharing is caring. I always say. You know what I mean? It doesn't take 5 minutes. It doesn't take a full minute to share. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? It's a click of something, you know what I mean? Just a click, touch of a screen or a click on a mouse or whatever you're using. It's so quick and easy. Goes a far way. I much appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yes. So at the end of the show, I always ask a couple questions. For one, who would you like to shout out to? And then after that, tell everybody how you want to celebrate National Gratitude Month and appreciate others.
Well, I want to give a shout out primarily to the people that's on and interacting. So shout out to Cassandra. Shout out to let me see. Um
Nora and
Nora. I think we had three people, right? That came on.
Cassandra, Nora, and Candy.
Cassandra and Candy. Big shout out to you three. You've always been there. Trust me, these people, these three. If I can't speak for anyone else, I'm gonna speak for these three. They're loyal to the movement. They're loyal to wanting to see us do good. They're very loyal. So shout out to you guys, and then shout out to everybody that's gonna be watching this later on, and you could still come on, comment, and share this video. This video could also help in the future. It help yourselves, help us. You know what I mean? Help people to make the right decisions in who to book with in Jamaica. Yeah, we're all about Jamaica. My National Gratitude Month, I just want to spend it just giving nothing but gratitude and helping the people in Jamaica with the help of the donors. So that's my gratitude movement, helping as many as we can. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Definitely. And I want to say for gratitude, definitely a shout out to you and mom. I'm just so grateful. I've been with you since the very beginning of when I think the first 6 months you started your company. I've been a part of, your life and very grateful for that. And just go out every day and be grateful to people. One of the things that I do is during a special national holiday, I'll go to the Grubhub app or Uber Eats and I'll send somebody a gift like a taco, a pastry, whatever, right? Just a
Right.
little something to
Yeah.
really add to that person's day because we don't know what each person is dealing with. Although
True.
maybe their persona on Facebook is great, we don't know what they're really dealing with. So just
Yeah.
sending somebody a nice little card, or in this case, a lot of times I send that probably about 3 or 4 different luggage tags to different people just randomly, just because. So just go out there
Mhm.
and show love and compliment people that cross your path, or in the
That's
airport.
it.
The airports are getting crazy right now, and people are not in a good mood. Compliment someone on their luggage. Just a few months ago when I was in Las Vegas, it was National, I think it was Elephant Appreciation Day. On that
Mhm.
day, and there was a couple who had like 3 or 4 luggages and they had elephants on it. So what
Mhm.
was the odds that on Elephant Appreciation Day I meet
Yeah.
people with elephants on their luggage? So we just never know what people are dealing with, especially during travel. Just be nice to one another. Be kind.
Yeah. Be kind. You know what I mean? Be loving. You know what I mean? One love. You feel me? It's just one love right across the board all the time.
All right, go ahead and shout out to your website, and I'll put you in a green room. We'll close out.
Well, that's it, guys. You know, you could find us easily www.knowjamaica.com, www.knowjamaicatours.com. You know, we're out here, www.jamaicadreamvacations.com. Like, yeah, you could check us out on Facebook, No Jamaica Tours. It's No Jamaica Tours right across the board. We're out. Check us out. One love every time, yeah? Respect.
Yes, and go to YouTube to know Jamaica Tours, and also where'scindynow.com, which is Bucket List Coach web show. And if
Mm-hmm.
you subscribe, comment, and share, we're going to send you something very special in the mail. And go out and do whatever you can to make a difference. Call people on the phone, text them. If you can do that at least to 5 people a day, it's going to make a difference on how your life turns out and how the whole trajectory of what comes into our space. So thank you
Nice.
for watching. I'm going to put you in a green room and we'll see you later. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. One love.
One
Peace.
love, guys.
Yeah, man.